Voch, Lombardi, and Footsie King back. Part 3 of y'all's adventure. I know y'all sick of running around with us, man. It is what it is, man. Y'all ain't going nowhere, man. We love y'all for being here, man. Appreciate you. Foots.
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar in Euphoria said that Drake better walk around like Daft Punk because he getting beat upside the head so much he got to have that helmet on. You know what I'm saying? It's been a long week for the boy.
Yeah.
It's been a long week for the boy, Footsie King, and I've talked to a lot of people, and I've had a bunch of nuanced conversations. I'm actually glad that I got that level of, hip hop conversation out of those guys, and I know that you're also a hip hop head too, so I just want your take on this whole thing. Footsie King, where you at with the whole Kendrick versus Drake? I know you're a Kendrick beat the hell out of Drake guy, but I want to know why you think Kendrick beat the hell out of Drake, sir. Tell me why.
So I'll preface this, Voch. You know I'm a musician. You know I've been a musician for a long time.
Sure.
So like I'm not just making fluff up. I don't rap. I don't do anything like that. I'm really into like the art of music, which is kind of why I'm such a big Kendrick Lamar fan.
Sure.
So like I won't be fake. I'm a much more Kendrick Lamar fan than I am a Drake fan.
Sure.
The interesting thing about it is though, Drake did touch on a few things when he said, like Kendrick is one of those artists that it's kind of like how we are with content, Voch. It has to be substance for us to really make the music. So that's why his albums, like Mr. Moral and the Big Steppers, that won't hit with certain people because it was themed. Sure. Good Kid, Mad City was the first of those, one of his themes, and it hit.
Yeah.
But there's people who don't like To Pimp a Butterfly. I love To Pimp a Butterfly. There's people who don't. Yeah, there's people who don't like Damn. I love Damn. So I'm setting all this up to get to the battle. But I think people forget where Kendrick came from. Kendrick came from rapping in the beginning before concerts. It was him, J Rock. They're in Compton. I actually have family in LA who knows Kendrick. So and he is Compton. So now let's go back to the battle. Preface all that. My fandom, Kendrick's authenticity. Drake made a few missteps in this battle.
Sure.
The first one, the slave line. We were talking about this before.
Yeah.
Big mistake.
Huge.
If you notice in this battle, Kendrick has not responded to anything that he doesn't believe is true. So if it's, this is touchy, him,
please,
air quote, beating his wife.
Sure.
There's literally no evidence of that anywhere. There's none.
Yeah.
Dave Free, the man. So that's literally just like something that you would say. And all my people who are in the battle rap, they literally just make up stuff.
Sure.
And just, So okay.
If it sounds believable, if it sounds believable, we can roll with it, right? So Drake has said a bunch of things that sound like it's come out of thin air, right? But everything that Kendrick said, it may not can be proven in the court of law, but there's something you can Google to make you go. It's something on the internet that can make you go, that's peculiar.
So when we go to the slave line,
sure,
that's why this is so interesting, because I don't want to get on the touchy subjects of the pedophile and all that.
Yeah,
Listen, but let's talk about the slave line.
Yeah,
there is a world where Drake literally went to Atlanta when he was hot, and he's been, as far as the level of artistry, Drake is one of the more known artists, so he can go to these places. I wouldn't say steal their sound, but damn it sound really close to what Thug and some of these people. He can mask their sound, and you come do a feature with me, and we'll make it a hit, and then boom, now Atlanta, that sound is now one of Drake's flows and sounds. That was one of his mistakes, because Kendrick used that against him very well.
This is what I think it is, though, Foots. I think, not just like hopping on a wave or whatever, right? Some artists are good enough to live before or after Drake, right? For example, I think Migos was going to be where they're going to be great regardless. I think Lil Baby and them was going to be great regardless. Thug and Future and them, they were big already. For example, I love McConan. Besides Tuesday, what he's saying, Foots, I don't know. Tell me what he's saying besides Tuesday.
I'm with you.
What he's saying besides Tuesday?
Not much.
There's another group that I like a bunch, but they're not as huge as they should be, right? You ever heard of this group, Foster King, Majid Jordan? You ever heard of them?
Yeah.
You heard of Majid Jordan? I love Majid Jordan. They're not as big as they can be. Hold On, We Going Home was their song. But it's a Drake song now.
It's Drake. Exactly.
It's a Drake song
that was
now.
Drake. Yeah, that's Drake's song. Yeah.
If Hold On, We Going Home was a Majid Jordan song, them dudes may have been, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people that can take both sides, but at the end of the day, I don't think Drake has an understanding of culture. That's what I think you was getting, right? Culture. If me and you were having a rap battle or just a battle, right? And our audience was Italian people and you were Italian and I'm just black ass Voch, right? I can't come in and talk about shit, man. The pizza and the lasagna is...
It don't hit the same.
Man, you know what I'm saying? Versace, you know what I'm saying? I got a Benelli in the, you know, I'm just naming Italian things, right? If you were born in Italy and your family were immigrants and you lived the Italian experience, that is totally different than me being a microwave Italian. So back to your, that's how I can word it. So back to your point, Drake being this guy that can come into these different cultures and just being black and just a black culture in general. Some people think that, you know, people were calling Drake a white man because he's a white man. No, Drake's a black man, but culturally, he doesn't identify with the black experience. And there's Foots, there's something you can Google that can give you proof of that. You see what I'm saying?
It's definitely. You know what's so crazy about it?
Sure.
Kendrick is the only rapper who can get away with that because that's been his angle since Good Kid, Mad City. He wasn't afraid to open up some of them doors about blackness, about listen, Kendrick called out fake blackness. So he been doing it.
How about this though, Foots? This is why people treat Drake now. There's a reason why people treat Drake like this, but not J. Cole like this, right? There was this time where there was just a whole bunch of marches and protests going on.
Right.
You saw Kendrick in the street. You saw Cole in the streets. You ain't see Drake in the streets. And look, this ain't me saying Drake got to be in the streets. Drake, if you don't want to be in the streets, you ain't got to be in the streets. But when it's time to call back on those people are going to pick a side. I resonate with Kendrick a little more. I identify with Kendrick a little more because I saw him at my kid's birthday party. He just came through and did XYZ. Or he had the fucking Black Power anthem in 2001. We gonna be all right. And I haven't seen Drake do nothing for us. So if we're like this on Kendrick and down here on Drake, and then we get to the battle, and Drake says, "You rap like you try to free the slaves."
That was a huge.
That's rough.
I said that was
tough.
So that's where he lost a lot of black. I'm telling you, because another thing is this. This was one of those battles where your hits and all the songs you've made previously don't matter.
Yes.
Because guess what? Your pen had to do the talking. It's literally a battle. So this isn't who has more hits. I don't think anybody will argue that Drake is one of the more grossing. He's grossed so much money off of his music, and nobody will ever take that from Drake. But that wasn't the battle.
It wasn't.
The battle, we got to stay focused on the battle. Let's go through the timeline of events. Euphoria drops on a random Tuesday.
Like that dropped on a random Saturday. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, when he dropped Like That on Future's record, Kendrick was just poking fun on Like That. He wasn't really jabbing, but he was just saying, just so y'all know, I can still do this. That was random. And Future strategic because Future got a hell of a fan base too.
Sure.
And so then Drake drops his first record, which is the Push-Ups, and that's cool, but it didn't move anybody. No. It just was like a funny, cute record.
Yeah.
And like some of the stuff was funny, you know, Kendrick short. Okay, cool. When Euphoria hit, Size 7 shoes. When Euphoria hit, it was like, oh, this about to get crazy.
These things are Googleable now. I don't know how tall Kendrick is. I don't know what size his shoes are, but sir, everything you do looks like a publicity stunt, sir. Everything you do look like it's not real.
So here's where things just got spooky for Drake.
Teach your son how to pray.
he giving them life lessons. He did.
Why are you doing duck lips with Sexy Red with Boretz? I got questions. Go ahead.
So Drake, really cool rebuttal with what was the record? It's so sad I can't even think of the record that he dropped.
Tailor-made, the AI stuff.
The tailor-made, that was whack. That was a huge misstep. Trying to use Pac, dumb.
Yeah.
Completely corny, completely dumb. Trying to use Snoop, dumb. That was another misstep. So now you have a bunch of missteps.
Yeah.
So then he did try to come back strong with the
Family Matters.
Family Matters was strong.
Sure.
Cool bars, but the problem was he went the expected Drake route.
Yeah.
He went the expected Drake route of a bop, a joint that can make you bounce.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, okay, we're gonna claim that we sent people that this was all, we're gonna set this up. You didn't, but okay.
But see, Foots.
When Kendrick dropped right after he dropped Family Matters, chess.
Meet the Gram.
That's what.
Yeah.
When he dropped Meet the Grams, right after, that's what sent everybody to. We're up at 12 a.m. NBA basketball is on, and we don't care about it.
Yeah. Yeah. I was watching the game. I was trying to watch the Mavericks. I was trying to watch the Mavericks, but it's like Drake did another Poppy record, which is interesting. Mm-hmm. Another Poppy record, and Kendrick is referencing things in that record, so it's probably really leaks in your camp, something else that's Googleable. And it's like, what I like about Kendrick and what he did from the grand scheme, right? All of his music sounds different. Every song he drops sounds different. So Kendrick would do the Euphoria, I'm beating you upside your head, and we pointing at you and we laughing, okay? Right. Then he'll have 616 in LA. Hey man, I just want to warn you what's about to happen. I don't want to drop this song that I have on you. 616. I
forgot about 616.
For 616 in LA was basically a song about Drake having leaks in his camp. And Kendrick basically telling him, bro, you got leaks in your camp. I wouldn't drop that song if I was you. I wouldn't do it if I were you. If I was Drake, I wouldn't do it. Drake dropped the song anyway, and Kendrick dropped that bitch 20 Foots. Kendrick uploaded the damn video before Drake uploaded his. I got the proof on my phone. He uploaded the video before Drake uploaded his.
Best chess move of rap.
It was just
go down. That will, because you got to think we are a refresh Twitter, what's going on world. Mm-hmm. So he didn't even let at 15 minutes. He didn't let Drake get 10 minutes of fame. Mm-mm. Drake probably left, went to go get something to eat. Oh, whoa, Kendrick dropped. Mm. So now he took your shine. Mm-hmm. So this is over the weekend. Mm-hmm. When Not Like Us hit,
celebration.
Because people got to remember, Drake dropped after Not Like Us. The difference is when he dropped his White Flag record, nobody cared because we were still dancing to Not Like Us.
Let's not walk past Not Like Us. That shit's so good.
I'm about to get in. That's the record I really want to get into.
I wish I was outside. I wish I was in LA when this shit like first came out. It's tough.
It ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
Like when I tell you, this joint is about to be number one for it till at least June. Like, you gotta understand.
When that shit come off,
Monster on the beat,
yo, look, yo, when that shit come on,
just that alone, it's you win it. I was taught this when I went to school for music.
Yeah.
You win an audience within the first 15 seconds of a record.
Let me see what that
is. Come on, bro.
Fuzz. That shit tough.
When Joe Budden said every black college in America gonna be hitting it, he talking about he lucky it ain't HBCU season. They practicing it right now. Every homecoming gonna be stepping to it. Don't worry about it.
Drake,
do not.
So look, my overall point to that was Drake dropped 2 bops while Kendrick was being serious. So Drake was singing and dancing and gyrating while Kendrick was being serious. After Kendrick clearly got his W, after Kendrick did, like, cause Drake was drop, and that's cool, man, but you can't drop a club record when somebody trying to kill you. Kendrick kills him, then fucking dropped a better club record than Drake? What?
Nothing on that beat. Nope. Monster on the beat, ho, Debo, any rap nigga, he a freak.
I want to say something about this.
Please.
And this is where the race and having a city behind you, and this is no knock. I know we have a lot of fans from Canada, so I want to make sure I preface this because you got to do that with anything you do.
Sure.
But I got to now talk about hip hop. And I live in DC. DC's not strong in hip hop. West Coast, LA, New York, Houston, everything that's Scarface and Texas. Though, okay, when we talk about regionally, Drake doesn't have a city behind him.
Man,
the way that what Kendrick did with that record,
what a point,
was he said, I'm gonna grab the Bay, I'm gonna grab LA, I'm gonna grab Sacramento, I'm gonna grab Vegas, I'm gonna grab Oregon, I'm gonna grab this whole. If you're looking at the United States, I'm gonna grab this, and all of y'all coming with me. And guess what? DJ Mustard is he is the one producer that can say, K-Dot, you need one? I got you. And him tagging DJ Mustard, because people gotta understand something. A lot of times you don't like the music. You just like, you don't like the raps, you just like the beat. The difference is Kendrick is a great rapper who he could have said that a cappella and you would have loved it. When you put DJ Mustard, that's like putting, in football terms, that's like putting Cooper Beebe at center. Like
it just fits.
When he been playing guard, it just fixes everything.
Let me tell you how that's a fantastic point by you, sir, that I haven't heard. Right, like I've heard a lot of talk like around the topic, but that specifically, right? So Kendrick has been LA this whole time, and now that he's victory lapping, like he's bringing LA on his back with him.
Frisco.
Drake has been such a chameleon; he can't even fall back on Toronto. Cause he sound like the Bahamas, he sound like Atlanta, he sound like LA, he trying to sound like Houston. He can't even fall back on the Toronto. He sound like London drill. He can't even fall back on his own shit. Kendrick stayed LA this whole time. So when it's all done, he's like, all right, we're going back to LA. Drake ain't got nowhere to go back to. Because he left Toronto for everywhere. Oh, Foots, you went crazy, sir.
Nothing on that beat. Nope. Monster on the beat, ho.
Hey, I want to make another point.
Here.
Voch, you're being able to play this video and Kendrick not taking no money from you.
That's so crazy.
Man, damn, call her Amber.
Foots, we get 5 seconds into something, and look, that email come quick too.
Hey, this how me and you eat, Voch. The fact that K-Dot did that, see, people think that K-Dot is some mystic guy, and he is. And he's a lot like me and you, bro. Like, we like to do real things. Like, so Kendrick doing push-ups and like, what's wrong with that? Like, I didn't get that, but okay, cool. But at the end of the day, Kendrick won this battle strictly because he was a step ahead of Drake, literally every step of the battle. To the point, Drake's last record, he literally sounded like he didn't want to do this anymore. And now what a lot of Drake fans are doing is just reaches. And that's okay. Yeah. But like if you know the biggest of the big Drake supporters have admitted he was just a step ahead, and that's okay.
I think that's so major what he did for the streamers. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. And it's funny because Academics just got a copyright strike last night for trying to play Drake shit. Not Kendrick, for playing Drake shit. And you know he been team Drake this whole time. But Foots, this was something I talked to Authentic about. Shouts out to Authentic, right?
Shouts out. That was a great. People need to watch. That was great.
It was a good,
really good.
Foots. Hot 97 ain't the big dogs no more. You know what I'm saying? Power 105, not the big dogs anymore. So when you know, whether it be Jay-Z beef with somebody like the Locks or DMX beef with somebody, they'll go to the radio station and they'll play their song all day. That's what it'll be. Hey, we got a new diss song that's dropping at 5. The last time it happened, Funk Flex did it. He was like, hey man, we got that new, Drake just dissed Meek Mill and it's dropping at 5. The radio used to be like that. It's the streamers now, Foots.
It's Cassinet, it's whoever.
Academics had like 50,000 people live one night. Just listen, just watching, just reacting to the diss, playing it over and over and over. That's our radio now. For his live streaming is our radio now. So for Drake and them, copywriting basically our radio, 2024 radio stations, right? For Drake to copyright them, it's almost like, I don't want to say closed-minded or whatever, because it's their decision. But Kendrick saying, no, play my shit. Play it all day. Yeah. Look, not only am I going to get 3 million views from Ack, but I'm getting 3 million from Kai. We getting a couple million from these motherfuckers that Voch ain't never heard of, but I know them now. But play my shit. Play it and make your money. Keep your money.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
You talk about the point I made. That's a great point, Voch, because like I don't think people are listening to streamers more than they're listening to the radio. They'll listen to me and you. But think about it in the Cowboys terms. Mm-hmm. There's people who are rushing to hear your thoughts before they're listening to ESPN.
Yeah.
Even the big names that cover the Cowboys, there's a faction of people who want to hear what we think. And so think about it like this. I coach 13-year-olds. They will go to Castanet. They don't even know who Funkmaster Flex is. Mm-hmm. They'll go to Castanet's page way before they go to a Flex or even an Act. They'll go to Castanet or whoever the young YouTuber is. And so that's a great point. If I'm Drake, I'm taking mine off too, because at least you want them to form an opinion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's like this is what made me think about it though. Hot 97, Ebro and them. Shouts out to Ebro and them. But this happened over the weekend, and they did their show like Monday or something. Academics, right. I think his live stream, like total views wise, right? It was like it ended up being like 700,000 like after one night. And I'm looking at Hot 97, and they shit was like 20, 30 or something. And look, 20,000 still good views, man. But man, people go to Act now. People ain't going to y'all no more. You know what I'm saying? So I think the fact that Kendrick was like, hey man, play my shit and play it over and over and over again. Yo, academics, play my shit. Yo, Casanat, Voch, Lombardi and Foots.
Tell him breathe, bro. Nella nigga to the cross, he walk around like Tizo.
Play my shit. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. I think that beat the hell out of Drake, man. But did you have any closing thoughts before we get up out of here, Foots?
No, I think it was good. I think in the sport of hip hop, it was good. Some people take things so left. That's why I even with this recap, I thought that we just stayed with the points that matter.
It was music.
It was just, I mean, like, I'm gonna just say this. I think the thing that, because if there's a person out there who wants to make an argument about who makes better songs between Kendrick and Drake, we could have that debate because that's a good one. But the problem with this battle was Kendrick made better songs. Like better hooks, better cat dog. I was going around saying A minor,
freak ass puss, man.
Yeah, bro.
Freak ass puss, yeah.
Even on the first one, I was saying I'm YNW Melly. Yeah. Like I had to look. What did YNW Melly? Because I don't keep up with the young kids. Like, what did he do? Oh, this is what he did. Like,
killed someone.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. He killed his best friends. Yeah. He killed 2 of them.
Yeah.
And so that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, he had catchier things that you had to go and do the research. Like, and there's nobody who can deny that. So for you to win when it comes to bars and it comes to the songs, because what I'm not gonna let y'all do is when Drake bodied Meek, because he did body Meek.
Sure.
Y'all had a party for Drake.
Yeah.
So when he take his L,
have a party for Kendrick.
You gotta keep in it. You gotta have a party for Kendrick.
Have a party for Kendrick, man. Foots the King, this 3-part series was fantastic, sir.
This was dope.
It was fun. Appreciate you, sir. And in case y'all asses late and didn't know this was a 3-part series, I did a part 1 on my channel. Foots did a part. We both came together and did this. All right. So y'all hold it down, man. We'll catch y'all next time. Bye.